When are you leaving?
Half an hour or so. Have you seen my good brush?
No.
Maybe I packed it.
I think I'll come with you. Dad spends all his time sniping at me. No point hanging around.
Oh, I don't blame him. He really mucked things up. And the way you treated Jill.
Can I come with you or can't I?
Can't stop you.
It's nice to feel wanted. You've got me on the trip.
Whoopee. Why's he leaving?
Outworn is welcome.
Going out?
Oh. Caught you out.
Thinking how much I'd miss the place.
Oh, Wayne's coming with us. Oh, I don't think he liked the treatment he's been getting.
I'm being honest with him. For a change.
That's what I mean.
It'll certainly be more relaxing around here without him. Things looked hopeful there for a while. I really thought he was going to make a go of his life.
Maybe he should have another car crash. Well, at least he was human when he was flat on his back.
This Angela's?
Not mine. She was looking for it, actually. I'll take it out to her.
Rob, I think you're the sort of young bloke she needs. Down to earth, no nonsense. Just thought someone should tell you.
This the one?
Yeah, thanks.
Just got Rosie's seal of approval. She's a funny old thing.
What do you mean?
Well, I think it's because your dad hasn't been real impressed with me. She told me I'm your sort as far as she's concerned. Oh. Hi, Miss Hamilton.
I'm sorry if I've been unpleasant, but fathers tend to be fathers.
Fusspot's more like.
Talk to your boss when you get back to work. Maybe we can do a deal on those vehicles.
Thanks, Mr. Hamilton.
How are you feeling, Mr. Shepard?
I can't complain.
Well, I won't stop. Just want to say hello.
On your way to work?
No, I worked last weekend. They gave me today off.
Still enjoying it?
Loving it.
Good. Is Patricia in?
In the living room with a friend.
She hasn't managed to get through to Fiona yet.
I didn't know she was trying.
You might mention it to her as you leave. Ask her to keep trying.
Sure I will.
Good.
What did the doctor say?
It's just a matter of time.
Today, tomorrow, next week, when?
Don't be so ghoulish.
Just curious. The solicitor's taking his time.
I love him, Charlie. And if you can't find anything better to do than sit around and drop smug one-liners, you might as well go home.
You want that signature on the will. Who wouldn't? Love or no love?
He wants to know if you've got through to Fiona yet.
Well, I've been trying. She doesn't seem to be home.
Oh, you want me to go around there, see if I can find where she is?
No, darling. It's your day off. You relax. I'll get through to her.
I'll be up by the pool.
How long can you keep her away?
Long enough, I hope.
Save $2,000 a year on your energy and water bills.
What's the best way to keep your gun?
Did you just get home?
One of the girls on morning shift didn't show. Had to take her place. How was your morning?
Oh, the boss was still on my back. I think I'll just have a shower and head off and see Bill.
Oh, I'll drive you if you like. I'm not tired, really.
After working through from 11 last night, just leave me the car, I'll be fine.
Quite like to come, actually. I guess I'm worried after what you told me yesterday.
Look, whatever's going on out there, you sitting in the car outside the prison isn't going to help any. You'd be better off with the sleep.
Suppose so. Keys are there when you want them.
Thanks.
What could we do if Billy's been threatened?
I wish I'd never mentioned it. I reckon he's fine.
You don't think Noel will mind you poking into his background?
Can't see why. It's only stuff out of old newspapers.
Don't speak with your mouth full. Where'd you get it all from?
Wiry. It cost me a packet in photocopy.
You don't think he'll mind?
No, I talked to him about doing a few things on prison. What it was like being in there, how it feels to be out. He was fine about it.
Yeah, but dredging all that stuff up about the case.
That's good journalism, Mum. It's called research.
And some journalism can be called muck-raking.
How can you write about what someone's been through in jail if you don't give a bit of background?
Who was going to print these masterpieces?
No one. I just want a few serious stories to show around myself. The editor of the local paper said he'd look at them for me.
That's good of him.
That's why I borrowed old Victor's typewriter. Make it look professional.
It was nice of him to lend it to you.
That's why I came home at lunchtime. I got it from Mrs. Hardy. Saves an argument.
You're as bad with him as you are with your dad.
Why go looking for trouble? Is it okay if I leave that stuff here?
What?
Well, it saves me lugging it back to school.
Oh, of course. What does it say about him?
Dunno. I haven't read them properly yet. You can have a look through if you like.
I try to take people at face value.
You'll never make a journalist, Mum.
He was honest enough to tell us about himself. That's good enough for me.
Where did you learn to drive?
I had to go through the roof, mate. Anyway, it's not even dented.
Yeah, good thing for you.
You should have parked further up. You haven't left that up room for anyone else.
Want to make something of it, do you?
There's no need to get steamed up about it, mate. It's only a slight tap.
Right. But just watch it when you're leaving, that's all.
I've got a possible buyer arriving this afternoon. Can you make sure everything's in its place again?
Would choose my spring cleaning day.
Thanks.
Glad you got things sorted out with young Rob Keegan before he left.
You don't miss much, do you?
I like him.
So he told us.
Thought someone had to give him a go. Why didn't you take to him?
Oh, perhaps he's a bit too brash for my liking.
More likely because he's related to the Palmers, eh?
This can get people into trouble, too.
If they're not careful. Oh, and just remember, he's Beryl's brother, not David's. She's a lovely woman.
That is the last time I go on a trip with you.
He put a half an hour onto the time with that detour.
Well, we weren't in any hurry. Glad I did. It was a beaut view.
Great. I had to get stuck with a tourist for a try.
Wings, wings, wings!
I am sick of being the one in the wrong all the
Hey,
time.
will you keep it down? A friend of Patricia's is staying. He's really sick. She's fixed up a bedroom for him in the study. James Shepard.
Well, who's he?
Right. Remember an old guy? Oh, worth a fortune. Well, came here to a few parties. It must have been 6 years ago the last time.
Well, vaguely. What's he doing here?
He's not well. Wants to spend some time with your mother. I get the feeling he's a good friend of the family.
Not as far as I know.
I think Mother and Dad saw him at a few social dues for a while.
He knows Fiona, too.
Oh, maybe they met at Woombye. We were pretty young when he did come. Must have been better friends than we thought.
Must have been.
I'm going to unpack.
Me too.
Thanks.
I'll bring your bag up.
Have a good time, did you?
Sure did. Still like that, is it?
Think it wouldn't be?
There are only a few places on Earth this scary.
that appears to be it.
Only one thing more to do. Is Fiona Thompson here yet?
Mrs. Hamilton said she's still trying to get through to her.
Ask Patricia to come in, will you?
Are you going to tell them the contents of the will?
I just want to explain about Paul.
Excuse me.
Thank you for all your work over the years.
Don't make it sound so final. It's been a pleasure.
How's Mr. Shepard?
Oh, very weak. The doctor doesn't expect him to last much longer.
Mother told me it was a new will.
Yes, that's right.
Be a few smiling faces when that's read out, I suppose.
Mightn't be a bad idea if you kept your voice down. When Mr. Shepard dies, there's going to be a lot of very sad people. Excuse me.
Went down like a lead balloon.
Hardly the most tactful thing to say in the circumstances.
Do you think Mother's in line to get anything?
How should I know?
She tells you everything.
She could be.
Well, things mightn't be so grim after all.
I'll be outside. Call me if you feel any discomfort.
Thank you. Went downhill fast, eh?
You'll pick up again.
I told you I was only hanging on till I got my house in order. Is Fiona on her way?
Yes. I managed to get through to her just before I came in.
I've organized a will to protect my grandson, Paul. You and Fiona are both beneficiaries in a way that'll help you to protect his interests. You'll see what I mean. I know you can work together to do that. He's a very trusting young man. I don't want him being fleeced. You know, it's a terrible thing to admit, but you and Fiona are the only people I know that I would trust 100%. Not much of a comment from the human race, eh?
You see people differently when you love them.
If Fiona doesn't make it in time, explain to her, will you? It's to protect Paul. Oh.
Something new is happening Sunday nights, and it's beautiful.
Wow!
All of Australia's having a beautiful Sunday on 7.
4 regular guys are about to do something they've never done before.
Road trip?
Yeah, a road trip. They're not real bikers. They're way...
How old are you, Jason?
Kevin dropped in at the shop on his way back
Do you
to
know
school.
the answer?
He's going to meet me here when he picks up his stuff.
Oh, good.
then.
I think he was
is
too
it a
chicken to
cat
pick up the
or a
typewriter
dog?
when Dad was there.
I think so too.
Got a feeling Dad's getting used to us, actually.
Are you saying
Oh, I always
it's a
said it was
dog?
just a matter of time.
Jumped all the way with Mrs. Kelly.
I think
I'll
we've
make us
got
a cup of tea.
Oh, I'm sorry to be so rude, love. It's just that
typical.
I'll shut up and let you enjoy it then.
I think I'm going to have to give up on this game.
Yeah?
No, that wasn't a question, Jason. But I think you should get a prize just the same.
Yeah?
Oh, okay, what prize would you like?
This the stuff on Noel out here?
Uh-huh.
Jason, let me tell you, you have been the toughest contestant I have ever had. Look, how would you like a skateboard?
I've got one.
Well, now you've got two. One for each foot. Ladies and gentlemen, I think, if nothing else, Jason deserves
you should read
a very
this.
big round of applause and I need a very large
He's dangerous.
brandy. Let's hear it for young Jason.
Poor old Bill. I suppose it was me being in there that's protected him up until now.
It's funny. As soon as you mentioned it, I had a feeling.
He hadn't said anything, so I thought it was all okay. I think he was relieved when I brought it up.
There's someone to talk to. What can we do?
Well, if I was still in there, I'd flatten whoever's heavying him and it'd all be okay. Seeing as I'm not, I'm afraid it's going to cost.
How much?
Well, you've only got that few hundred, haven't you? I don't think that'll be enough. Maybe you could ask your father for a cheque. A loan, you know.
I don't want to bring him into it.
Well, if the 200's not enough, you might have to.
Maybe I should just talk to the people at the prison.
No, that'd only cause more trouble. I've seen it happen before. Money is the only way.
I'll get you the $200 then.
I'll try. But quite honestly, I can't see it not being more.
I said we couldn't trust him.
11 years is a long time. He may have changed since then.
All that stuff about the attack. He never told us any of that. Well, you've read the way they described it. What about that headline? Vicious attack.
I'll call him. Get him over here. Let him explain for himself. I'll make it for after school so Kevin's here. I mean, there's no point in discussing it behind his back. Let's have it out with him face to face.
You can come back now if you want to. We've all gone.
I should go and break the news to Fiona.
What's the story with her? She rang while you were in with James Shepard. Charlie told me to put her off.
She's been causing a lot of tension.
Would have thought he'd been past caring.
The poor man is dead. Show a little respect.
How good a friend was he? The closer you were, the more we stand to get. Oh, what the hell was that for?
Love is very strange. It can come and go.
It can happen. Tonight on Better Homes, discover how a few minor tweaks around your home could save you $2,000 a year, and how to bring your kitchen up to date for less than $400. Anyone can do it, and it'll only take the weekend. The team who know the answers are on 7 with all new Better Homes tonight at 7:30. Next, 8 simple rules.
Tears and sadness and happiness. We will find out our sons and daughters are what we do. Well, once about